Hello and welcome to Reduce CO2 Now. This presentation is about Agile project management and how we implement it in Reduce CO2 Now. And, this is also a presentation where you can learn how to find something to do in the project. Because one of the things in Agile project management is that there's not really somebody who's telling you what to do, but you rather assign tasks to yourself. So we use two tools here. One is Discord and the other is GitHub. We use this for project management, video conference, chat, calendar, and much, much more. So Discord is giving us the video conferences like with Zoom. We have like groups like in WhatsApp or Slack. We have a calendar like in Google Calendar. It's like the events. We have sort of a social media network. The server is public now, and it can be discovered. So people can join just by, finding this server on Discord under searching for example, climate. There's a possibility to store images, documents, and so on. And it has a very sophisticated rights management. It's for free. It has no user limits. We have no time limit on video conferences, and it's anonymous. So very much respecting your data privacy. That's really good. So GitHub we use as well, and GitHub is well known to software developers. It's a lot of used in open source development, and most people use it as a software repository. And of course, we are also doing that for our software projects. But also GitHub includes projects, a project environment supporting agile development. So for example, we have there a Kanban feature where we can distribute tasks to the team. And of course, there is also an organization, and we can have team members and so on. And most people already have an account, so that we can easily integrate them into the management of the project. So this here gives you the structure and the categories in Discord. And on the Discord server, there's all kinds of categories. And here are the two most important ones. The first category is called Reduce CO2 Now. There's all kinds of announcement channels here. So that's channels where the administrator can put information out, and you can't react to this immediately because we want to keep them clean. It's you just go to this kind of channel and then you see all the necessary information there, and then they're continuously updated. There's, for example, start here. You get information how to start in the project, how to join a meeting, these kind of things. And of course, if you want to find something to do, you will see something like this presentation and the necessary links. Another important section is then coming directly after. It's called information, and there's all kinds of information channels. Again, they are sort of announcement channels. So only the administrator can publish there. And one is highlighted here, the info and onboarding resources. So if you would for example, to join the software development in a certain area, you will find subsections there, and then you see, software development. Here are necessary links. Or you want to join the development of the CO2 diet app. You will find the links to where do we store the requirements, where is the repository. So you find all the necessary links and most important information in this info and onboarding resource section. And of course, if you want to find something to do, hit the Find Something to Do channel and then have a look there what is on offer. There's also the working in team area here on Discord. So these are all let's say chats where the teams can chat and coordinate themselves and chat with each other, and they can also go to meeting rooms and so on. So here's all kinds of different activities: software development, game development, research and development, all kinds of activities or social media work. Initially, we wanted to do all the management of activities in the Discord, but the Discord is not really designed for this, and all the attempts we have tried out really sort of failed. And we are focusing really much on software development and agile development. And for this, the software developers usually already have a GitHub account, and GitHub gives us not only the functionality to store software, which is really good. No, there's also project and Kanban environment. And there's much more in the whole project environment for tools. But the one we are using like mostly right now is the Kanban boards. And you see here the example of a Kanban board. It's called the main project. Maybe we find a little bit better title for this, but it's like the overarching thing where all kinds of activities are managed. And then you have there something like a backlog. That means, hey, these are actions which can be taken. Ready is like, oh, okay, there's like, they are really like good to go. And then like in progress, in review, and finished. And GitHub is really a very good environment to track all kinds of actions that make the life of this thing really easy. Most people probably already have a certain tool, like maybe in their organization or company. Something like Jira or other tools are very similar to this. So here's, for example, how we use issues and labels. Here's like, for example, the issue is update the basic climate change presentation. Okay, that's like a thing. So there is already a presentation, but it should be updated to make like the graphics nicer, and the audio is spoken by me, so that's not really good. So we either could use a professional speaker, a native speaker, for example, or use the AI possibility to do all the text and then transfer it into voice. And then there's like two things here. One is assignees, so you can like self-assign this item to you. And then there are labels, and the labels also correspond to the same roles we have in Discord. So that's like matching. And there's, for example, here, this is labeled graphic design, social media, and video creation. Yeah. So that's basically like the areas what we have marked here. And if you are like now graphic designer and you want to do and start some work, you can like look for these labels. What are the actions which are relevant for graphic design? And then you can start working. There's also the possibility to create subtasks. So for example, you could create now a subtask saying, hey, I'm going to do the graphical part of this presentation, but like the wording, that's maybe not my thing. So you just create a subtask. You can maybe create another subtask saying, hey, somebody has to do all the texting. That can be marked then, for example, to the writing department and so on. And there's also like a possibility to see what kind of activities have you taken on, and you will find them, for example, under My Items. So GitHub, very powerful tool, really cool. We are going to use it in our project. And then there's like the project feature on GitHub. You come to this, you click on these three lines there, then you have like a menu, and then you click on projects, and then you see the projects you, for example, have recently viewed or you have marked. And here are the projects we currently have for the Reduce CO2 Now project. So we have there the main project, as it says, like all kinds of stuff goes in there if it's not going somewhere else. And then we have like a project for the already running CO2 Diet mobile app software development. That's like everything for the Diet mobile app is in there. And then we have a team working on our website. And so that's like another project specifically for the website. And of course, there might be new projects coming up in the future. And we will find and show them also in the Discord, that you have like the link to the projects, to the GitHub projects. You will find in the Discord channels. And just a reminder, on Discord, you want to choose the right roles for you. Yeah. And here's an overview. There's a section called channels and roles. You can either like select your roles manually, or you can customize it by answering certain questions, and then you will get assigned the roles like, hey, software development or graphic design or video creation, or you want to do social media work. So you will then get assigned the correct roles. And if you find you're missing a role, you can like add this role also manually. So thank you very much for watching this video. Please share, like, subscribe, and of course, leave a comment on what you think about the whole presentation. Did it help you? Are you missing something? And of course, invite your friends and other people you know to support us in this project. You can support us by joining us on Discord. You go to reduceco2now.com. That's you redirecting currently to Discord. Or you go to Discord and you can discover us, go under discovery, just like put in climate, you will find our server. And of course, there's also the links in the description. Thank you very much for watching. And of course, please, let's turn climate change around.